Fritz Shrimp. Once you've secured the bass bug stinger hook in the vise, attach the tying thread and secure this about halfway down the hook shank. You can then remove the access. Continue the tying thread until it's hanging level with the point of the hook and tie in a little bunch of red calf tail. This will be the feelers of the shrimp. Again, with saltwater patterns, it's important that you secure the materials well. Make sure that the beard that you've tied in is a little longer than the length of the hook shank, and this shouldn't be even. Now, trim off the butt ends of the beard. It's important that you get these because there should be a fine taper to the body afterwards. You can even put on a drop of cement or varnish over this. Couple of strands of crystal hair. These can be full length, you can trim them down afterwards. These will be the feelers of the shrimp. Now, dyed golden pheasant tippet. This should be tied in on top of the hook shank, and this will be the eyes of the shrimp. And trim off the access again. Now, a length of crystal flash chenille or a similar material. Tie this in and wind as you would a hackle. Now, with each turn, make sure that you brush the fibres forward, not to trap them, so you get a proper collar. And take this about a third of the way along the hook shank. And secure. Tie down the stray ends. Once you've secured the end of the chenille down, you can whip finish and remove the tying thread. Now, again with a waterproof marker, if you've used Dyneema tying thread, colour the body red. Now you can mix your epoxy. Make sure that you get the same amount of glue from each tube. And with a dubbing needle, mix the epoxy with a figure of 8 movement. This will ensure that you don't create air bubbles in the epoxy, and it'll be clear when it dries. Now with the dubbing needle, apply the epoxy to the whole back half of the shrimp. Turning the hook as you go to distribute the epoxy in the correct manner. Whilst the epoxy is drying, you can move it in the right direction just to get the body shape correct. Now, once it's dry, you can decorate it with waterproof markers. And there you have the finished Fritz shrimp.
Nice.